It's official, Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are done. Yep, J-Lo, she filed the divorce papers. It is documented. This is not a hoax. She literally filed it on August 20th, 2024, a Tuesday.
For better or for worse, have followed my heart.
Yeah, just 2 years after their lavish wedding, and everybody was like, okay, it is Bennifer 2.0. They are back, long lost lovers who were involved romantically, and then they went their separate ways, started their families with different people, only to find true love with each other in the end. It was like literally something out of a fairy tale. It was something out of a movie, and both of these guys, Ben, J-Lo, they're actors. It's like something out of one of their movies, But no, that's not how it went. And guys, let's be honest here. We saw this coming. So earlier in 2024, we saw rumblings of them separating, and actually April of 2024 was what J-Lo listed as the time of separation. So this has been months in the making, and we saw them together. They looked happy, but then there's some times where they were seen to be maybe arguing about something on red carpets, in public, in cars, wherever. And people were wondering, like, okay, is this gonna last? Is this gonna last? Is this really true love? Like, they kind of look irritated with each other. And then J-Lo goes through all that work to create the documentary, an album, and go on tour talking about the greatest love story never told between her and Ben. And Ben is the type of guy that does not want to be in the public eye like that.
Listen, one of the things I don't want is a relationship on social media.
He doesn't want the public to see inside on all the intricate, intimate details of his relationships and his life. He wants to keep that part private. J-Lo, on the other hand, is like, yo, we're gonna go Kardashian style and let everybody know everything about what we're doing. So right there, the two of them just weren't on the same page. And me and many other people were saying, okay, they're just not on the same page here. Maybe they thought that it could work. Maybe they hastily ran into marriage. And ultimately, as I think most of us knew, it was not meant to be. Also, according to the reports, Jennifer Lopez didn't actually say whether or not she had a prenuptial agreement in place with Ben Affleck, but likely they're both very successful performers, actors. J-Lo also singer, dancer as well. Millions and millions of dollars in the bank. They also have their own families. So I wouldn't be surprised if they did have some type of prenup just to kind of protect their financial assets. Also, the report says that Jennifer Lopez went on to waive spousal support, and she also asked the judge to deny Ben Affleck such support as well. And it's also pretty interesting that J-Lo and Ben, neither of them addressed this publicly, whether they're going through a divorce or not. But we kind of saw it because sometimes we would see them without their wedding rings. Sometimes we would see them with their wedding rings. And J-Lo, she threw herself a massive, lavish Bridgerton-style party. Ben wasn't even there. And there's been a whole lot of moments caught on camera where we see Ben with his ex-wife, Jennifer Garner, and they're sometimes having private conversations. A paparazzi catches them. But also, he was spending a lot of time with her and his children and his family, I guess because he wasn't in the best headspace when it came to him separating and divorcing ultimately Jennifer Lopez. And Jennifer Lopez, the same thing too. Sometimes you would see her out and she looked great, and other times she didn't really look so great. So this process, of course, affected both of them differently, but I still think that the effects of this was really, really great, and they just did not want to share that with the public because, again, Ben is not the kind of guy that wants that type of information out there. It's just done. And either way, though, it does look like this was a clean sweep type of divorce. It doesn't look like it got messy or will get messy. Fingers crossed. On that note, this is where I want to hear from you guys. Like, what are your thoughts about this? Did you see this coming? Did you think that J-Lo and Ben would work out? Or you're like, nah, you saw this coming a mile away. It's definitely telling because Ben moved out, completely took his belongings out of the home that he shared with J-Lo. And it was an expensive, massive mansion that it took a while for them to find. And he just moved out. So yeah, I knew it was coming, but I'm curious to know your thoughts about this. Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for hanging out with me here on FTD News, and stay tuned every day for the hottest celebrity gossip.